it going, shavers? It's Randy here with Atlas Shaving. Today we're going to do an interesting one. We're going to do the Barbasol 1919 versus Cremo. And Cremo is something I used for a while. So for the watch of the shave, we have the Dan Hendry 1963 that has a pretty sweet case back. Now the strap I bought for it. And if you don't know about Dan Hendry watches, he's a watch collector himself and started bringing out watches based on other watches that he likes. And I bought this one because I like the Blackbird. I've actually seen it in DC. I've seen it in Arizona in one of the air museums. And then for the razor, we're going to use the Rockwell 6S, which has become my favorite razor already. And for the blade, we're going to use the Derby Extra, because it's a blade that I like. And that's the blade. Back to the watch real quick. If you see that strap, I bought that strap to go on it to match the black back face of the watch. And it came off Amazon. I'll put a link to that in the description as well for anyone that's interested. That's nice and tight. Not gonna need a brush today. So why am I competing the Barbasol 1919 with the Cremo? Well, this is supposed to be for reduced irritation. It's supposed to have, it's supposed to be ultra slick, which is basically, I've used Cremo for years, and before I started wet shaving, this was actually what I swapped to reduce irritation, and it actually works really good, and I like it. For today, we're going to be using it against the Cooling Cremo, and I may be a little bit biased towards Cremo because I have purchased many things. You need to tell these guys to sponsor me. This is their shaving brush. I have hair products, samples of other hair products. I have their, I've used their soaps. You can see I actually need more of the body wash. There's shampoo. Oops. I have their face lotion. I even have their cologne, which I love the smell of. And I've even have my wife using their products, and she likes it. She actually swapped. So if you're out there at Cremo, you need a sponsor. Also, I've bugged them on Twitter about bringing out. They have some shave soap, but they're from the reviews I've seen. I haven't purchased it. It's not that great. Wet my face. But they do have a reserve blend that they brought out during the holidays in a shave soap in a tub. And I've bugged them on Twitter about bringing that or producing that, and they produce it in one of these. But I want to see, I mean, what's the point of bringing out a shave brush if you only have one soap? And this is horsehair. So first we'll put on some Barbasol. All you do is squeeze a little out. Probably plenty. Probably enough for both sides. And all you do is rub it in. I like the Barbasol. It's got a good smell. Now these, And you may ask, well, if you're into wet shaving, why do you still have these? Well, these are nice for several things. One, if you're going on vacation and you need to shave, and you don't want to bring a bunch of shave soaps, it's easy to bring those. If you miss a spot shaving with shave soap, you can break a little bit of this out, put it on, and you shave it off, whatever the spot you missed. And there are things I don't like about these types of creams, and you'll see that in a minute. I'll show you. And probably the biggest one is they clump up your razors. So when you shave, they tend to really get in there and clog up the razor. Cremo actually has, the Barbasol 1919 only has this one right now. As far as that type of shaving cream. Cremo has a bunch of different, obviously you saw these two, the standard, and I saw on their site they actually have I think 3 or 4 others. Which is nice, they're different smells and things. I could feel the menthol in this for the cooling on the right side of my face. We'll start with the Barbasol. So this is the Barbasol side. Which it does well, but if you look here, see how, it just clumps to the razor and clogs it up. Now it's just gonna push the other through, so. And then when you wipe it out or wash it out, usually you gotta do a pretty good job. See how it's still in there? But it shaves well, not bad. All right, the Cremo side. And it's got some cooling going on. You can feel the slickness, and this is slick as well. Definitely hear the feedback. Definitely slick. But I can tell you on both of these, because I did take a shower beforehand, I feel like both of these are not as good as a shave soap. Because because I can feel on both sides, it still feels like it's pulling hairs. So you can hear me with it in the water, you know it's still. Sorry about the quick hiccup. The internal, or the SD card was full, so now it's gonna record internal. I started shaving on the side, so I go ahead and applied some more back on there. Which it feels like most of the hair is gone. Well, let's finish this side. Really feel the nipple. I don't think either side is a bad shave. And I know the Cremo really advertises less nicks and cuts and skin irritation. Make sure I get around my lip. If you look at that, not a single cut. I think I forgot to mention using a number 3. I always use the 3. You may know that if you've seen my other videos with the Rockwell 6S. Grab a washcloth. Some people use a towel. I just wet a washcloth and get it off. I mean, it still leaves some behind. It doesn't get it completely off. I mean, it could. Let's see. Still super slick. This side's still super slick as well. This side's definitely has the menthol feel. And since we're going that route for the aftershave, we'll do the Cremo Cooling. And if I had to describe what it's like using this, it's really, you can really feel the menthol when you first put it on. And then it's just a nice lotion type when the menthol really cools off. This might be a little gross, but I'll show you what it looks like inside the razor after using and why I prefer the shave soaps. And that's the razor. And I'll do this in the video, or use this product in the video later, but if you don't want to clog your razors, I actually recommend buying a tube of Old Spice. They actually sell this on Amazon. I'll put a link to it in the description. But this is like regular shaving cream in a tube that you can actually put on a brush and put on your face. You don't have to use a brush, but you can. So which one would I prefer? The Barbasol or the Cremo? I mean, honestly, they're both very similar. So I think the Barbasol is just slightly more expensive. They're same size containers, both 6 ounces. So if you want more options as far as different smells, probably the Cremo. If you're wanting kind of the classic Barbasol with not having it in a can, then definitely go with the Barbasol 1919. Hope you enjoyed this shave and hope you have a great week. See you on the next shave.